The PBY Catalina was a very special plane. It was a versatile aircraft that played a crucial role during World War II. Designed in the 1930s, this flying boat was used by the United States and its allies for a variety of missions. Its unique design allowed it to perform tasks that other planes simply couldn't handle. It could do many things. The Catalina was not just a plane. It was a multi-role aircraft that could adapt to different situations. Whether it was patrolling the vast oceans, conducting search and rescue missions, or engaging in combat, the Catalina was up to the task. Its ability to switch roles made it an invaluable asset during the war. It could fly far and land on water. One of the most remarkable features of the PBY Catalina was its amphibious capability. It could take off and land on both water and land, making it incredibly versatile. This ability allowed it to operate in remote areas where traditional runways were not available. The Catalina's long-range capabilities meant it could cover vast distances, making it ideal for maritime patrols and reconnaissance missions. This made it perfect for World War II. During the war, the Catalina was used extensively in the Pacific and Atlantic theaters. Its ability to operate from water meant it could be deployed from remote islands and coastal bases, providing critical support to naval operations. The Catalina's endurance and range allowed it to stay airborne for long periods, making it an excellent choice for anti-submarine warfare and convoy escort duties. The Catalina could find lost ships. It could rescue pilots. One of the most important roles of the Catalina was search and rescue. Many pilots and sailors owe their lives to the brave crews of the Catalina who ventured into dangerous waters to save them. The plane's ability to land on water made it ideal for these missions, allowing it to reach survivors quickly and efficiently. It could even fight submarines. Equipped with depth charges, bombs, and torpedoes, the Catalina was a formidable anti-submarine platform. It played a key role in hunting down and destroying enemy submarines, protecting vital shipping lanes from the threat of underwater attacks. The Catalina's ability to loiter over suspected submarine positions for extended periods made it a deadly adversary for enemy submarines. It was a true hero of the war. The PBY Catalina's contributions to the war effort were immense. From rescuing downed airmen to sinking enemy submarines, the Catalina proved its worth time and time again. Its crews displayed incredible bravery and skill, often operating in harsh and dangerous conditions. The Catalina's legacy as a war hero is well-deserved, and its story continues to inspire generations. Want to learn more about this amazing plane? Let's dive in. The PBY Catalina's story is one of innovation, bravery, and versatility. Join us as we explore the history, design, and missions of this incredible aircraft. From its early development to its heroic actions during World War II, we'll uncover the fascinating details that make the Catalina a true legend of the skies and seas. The Catalina was built to be tough. It had a big wingspan, like a seabird. This helped it fly long distances. It also had a strong body, called a hull. The hull was like a boat. It let the Catalina land on water. This was important for missions at sea. It could land anywhere. The Catalina was a great scout plane. It had big windows, perfect for seeing. Pilots and crew could spot things from far away. They looked for enemy ships and submarines. They also searched for survivors of shipwrecks. The Catalina was their eyes in the sky. The Catalina was a skilled submarine hunter. It carried bombs and depth charges. These were special weapons used against submarines. Crews would fly low over the water. They would drop the depth charges on enemy submarines. The Catalina helped protect ships from attack. Section 5. Rescue from the Sea. During the tumultuous times of World War II, the PBY Catalina emerged as a beacon of hope and salvation for countless individuals stranded in the vast, unforgiving expanse of the ocean. This versatile aircraft, with its distinctive design and remarkable capabilities, played a pivotal role in numerous rescue missions, saving lives and providing much-needed relief to those in dire situations. The Catalina was a lifesaver. Its ability to take off and land on water made it an invaluable asset in search and rescue operations. Pilots and crew members of the Catalina were often hailed as heroes, as they braved treacherous conditions to locate and rescue downed pilots, sailors, and soldiers who found themselves adrift in the open sea. It rescued many downed pilots and sailors. The sight of the Catalina approaching was often the first glimmer of hope for those who had been floating for hours, or even days, in the cold, dark waters. The aircraft's large wingspan and powerful engines allowed it to cover vast distances, making it an ideal choice for long-range search and rescue missions. It carried rafts and supplies for those stranded at sea. Equipped with life rafts, medical supplies, food and water, the Catalina was a flying lifeline. The crew would meticulously prepare for each mission, ensuring that they had everything needed to provide immediate assistance to survivors. The aircraft's spacious interior allowed for the transport of multiple survivors, who were often in desperate need of medical attention and sustenance. Crews would land on the water to pick up survivors. The skill and precision required to land the Catalina on the choppy waters of the ocean cannot be overstated. Pilots had to navigate through waves and wind, often in less than ideal weather conditions, to safely bring the aircraft to a stop near the survivors. Once on the water, the crew would quickly deploy life rafts and begin the process of bringing the stranded individuals aboard. They provided food, water, and medical aid. The crew members of the Catalina were trained in basic medical procedures and were equipped to handle a variety of injuries and ailments. They would administer first aid, provide blankets to ward off hypothermia, and offer food and water to the dehydrated and malnourished survivors. The relief and gratitude on the faces of those rescued were a testament to the life-saving impact of these missions. The Catalina was a symbol of hope for those in need. For many, the sight of the Catalina on the horizon was nothing short of a miracle. It represented a second chance at life, a promise of safety and care in the midst of chaos. The stories of the Catalina's daring rescues and the bravery of its crew members have become legendary, a testament to the indomitable spirit of those who risked everything to save others. The legacy of the PBY Catalina lives on, a symbol of hope and heroism in the annals of history. Section 6. Catalina's Big Adventures. The Catalina flew many famous missions. The PBY Catalina, a versatile and robust flying boat, played a crucial role in various operations during World War II. Its ability to take off and land on water made it an invaluable asset for reconnaissance, search and rescue, and even combat missions. The aircraft's design allowed it to operate in remote and challenging environments, making it a true workhorse of the war. One was the rescue of a future president. One of the most notable and heroic missions undertaken by the Catalina was the daring rescue of a young naval aviator who would later become the 41st President of the United States. This mission showcased the bravery and skill of the Catalina crews, who often risked their lives to save others. George H.W. Bush was a young pilot. At the time, George H.W. Bush was serving as a pilot in the United States Navy. He was one of the youngest aviators in the Navy, having enlisted at the age of 18. His courage and dedication were evident from the very beginning of his military career. His plane was shot down in the Pacific. During a mission over the Pacific Ocean, Bush's aircraft was hit by enemy fire. Despite the damage, he managed to complete his bombing run before bailing out of the stricken plane. The vast expanse of the ocean and the ever-present threat of enemy forces made his situation dire. A Catalina crew saw his signal and saved him. Fortunately, a vigilant Catalina crew spotted his distress signal. Demonstrating exceptional skill and bravery, they maneuvered their aircraft to rescue the downed pilot from the treacherous waters. This act of heroism not only saved Bush's life, but also highlighted the critical role of the Catalina in search and rescue operations. Another famous mission was the Battle of Midway. The Battle of Midway was a pivotal moment in the Pacific theater of World War II. The Catalina played a significant role in this historic battle, providing crucial reconnaissance that would turn the tide in favor of the Allies. Catalinas spotted the Japanese fleet. The Catalinas were tasked with the critical mission of locating the Japanese fleet. Their ability to cover vast distances and stay airborne for extended periods made them ideal for this task. The information they gathered was vital for the planning and execution of the subsequent naval engagements. This helped the U.S. Navy win a big victory. The intelligence provided by the Catalina crews allowed the U.S. Navy to strategically position their forces, leading to a decisive victory at Midway. This triumph was a turning point in the war, significantly weakening the Japanese naval capabilities and boosting the morale of the Allied forces. The PBY Catalina's contributions to these and many other missions underscore its importance in the annals of military aviation history. Section 7, a plane that wouldn't quit. The Catalina was a tough plane. It could take a lot of damage and keep flying. It even survived rough weather and rough landings. Many Catalinas came back with bullet holes and battle scars, but they kept flying, saving lives and fighting for victory. Section 8, Still flying today. The Catalina is no longer used in war, but some are still flying today. They are used for firefighting and sightseeing. People love to see these historic planes in the air. They remind us of the Catalina's bravery and service. Section 9, Catalina's legacy. The PBY Catalina is a legend. It was versatile, reliable, and brave. It served in many roles and saved many lives. The Catalina reminds us of the courage and ingenuity of those who flew and built it. It is a symbol of hope, resilience, and the enduring spirit of World War II.